Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the VSO Gun Channel. It's great to be here as always, and happy Monday to you. Over the course of the next couple days, I plan to release a series of videos on long-term political strategy as it relates to the Second Amendment movement and other constitutionally minded initiatives as well, given the current climate that we are in, and to be quite frank, the lack of leadership that we've seen in some of those areas by the current administration. In order to accomplish that, though, I kind of need today's video to come out as a reference piece of the most recent example of lack of leadership in the space. And what we're talking about here today is an action that has been taken by the state of California to quite literally infringe on the First Amendment rights of every single human being on the planet, the Second Amendment rights of every single human being on the planet, and 14th Amendment rights of every single human being on the planet. And of course, crickets from the Department of Justice, as well as anybody else that would have any kind of ability to impart any kind of change in trajectory on this particular action. We've seen some movement in the commercial space. GOA and various other entities are gearing up to get involved, but you would think that the most pro-Second Amendment Department of Justice would have something to say about this if they actually meant what they said. Anyway, I'm going to give you a 10,000-foot view of what's going on out of the state of California and why, even if you don't live in California, this is going to negatively impact you. After we hear a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by the Modern Gun School. This is an accredited online university. Whether you're looking to learn a few things or trying to break into a career in the firearms industry, this place is set up to be streamlined and work for you so that you don't have to burn a large quantity of money to get an education in the firearms arts. And that gives you some latitude to pursue other educational pursuits like a business degree on top of your firearms education. So go check them out at Modern Gun School and tell them that I sent you. To lead off, I'm going to start with the principle of the matter. Since this is a Second Amendment channel, we'll start with the Second Amendment. You have a right to manufacture your own arms for your own use for all lawful purposes. It has been that way since before the United States was the United States. The tradition and history of the United States has maintained that tradition throughout its existence. And today, you have a right to make your own guns or any other weapons that you want to make for your own lawful purposes. You do not have to register those guns. You do not have to serialize those guns. None of that stuff. Personally made firearms, even though those are stigmatized by several of the past administrations, are your constitutionally protected right to engage in. It does not matter whether you're doing brass castings in your backyard, whether you're making charcoal and mixing it with saltpeter to make your own propellant, or whether you're using a 3D printer to manufacture your own frames and receivers and whatever other components that you want to make for your constitutionally protected right to self-defense, which by extension means your ability to manufacture your own arms. This is settled at this point in time. Just because elements of the law enforcement community feel burdened by your constitutional rights and the proliferation of the technology that makes that easier does not mean that they get to infringe on your ability to use that technology. It is settled at this point in time that the Constitution of the United States protects your right to do something even as the technology changes. So let's make the next leap. First Amendment. You have a right to disseminate and receive information by any means necessary. It does not matter whether you are standing on the street corner with a bullhorn, whether you're making a phone call, they can't shut your phone off just because they don't like what you say, or whether you are posting and retrieving information from a mass media system published on the internet. They are equivalent, and all of them are constitutionally protected, and your government, moving on to the 14th Amendment, whether it is your state government or the federal government, has a duty to protect you from all the other governments, which means that if the federal government is infringing on your right, whichever one they are, whether it's the First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, you go on down the line, doesn't matter. The 14th Amendment says that you, the citizen, are to be protected from the federal government, from your state government, local, all of it. It is the government's duty at every level to protect your rights. So, when we go to the state of California today, what we find is that the state of California has decided that they don't like personally manufactured firearms. They don't like that people are able to go online, get some files off of the internet, and print their own frames and receivers for their own homemade firearms. They don't like that there. If you haven't noticed, the state of California isn't really super big on the Constitution and the right of the people to do literally anything. They are a communist state. So the state of California has decided to sue the following organizations: the Gatalog Foundation Inc. and CTRLPew LLC. These are both organizations that deal in the 3D printer files. Now, I'm not a big 3D printer person. I understand the technology, what goes into making it work and all that sort of stuff. And also the importance of that technology and the litigation associated in the overall culture war and what it means for the First and Second Amendment movements going forward. I think that it is exceptionally important that the fight is fought on that front. Sued those two organizations, and they are alleging in state court, not federal court, that's important, I'll come back to that here in a minute, that because those organizations host files on the internet and residents of the state of California have access to those websites, they're hosting them on like Odyssey and stuff like that, right? Because they have access to them, can pull them down and put them to use, they are in violation of California law. And specifically, what they say is guidelines for 3D printed firearms. They say illegal large capacity magazines, so standard capacity magazines basically, and other firearms related products. I'm assuming things like the shoulder thing that goes up, right? These are the type of people that we're talking about. Anyway, the 3D printer community says that you can't stop the signal. Well, you kind of can stop the signal if you decentralize any forum that reaches any sizable mass by death by 1,000 cuts, death by 1,000,000 cuts. They're talking massive quantities of money that these two organizations would have to pay out in settlement, basically. And here's the thing. Because this is a state court, not a federal court, as I mentioned, the way it works in federal court is if somebody wants to sue you, let's say you live in Arizona and I live in Ohio, and I want to sue you in federal court for something, then I have to sue you where you live. Because this is state court, they don't have to do that. This was already sort of been litigated on the East Coast. New Jersey tried to go after Defense Distributed, and Defense Distributed was like, haha, Fifth Circuit, and the Fifth Circuit basically threw the whole thing out, essentially. So this tactic is we're going to sue them in state court, make them defend it on our turf. Let's be real here. Those dudes are going to lose. And there might be some gals in there too. But, I mean, we're talking about Reddit. So quickly, let's war game this out. You're walking into a state court in California. They've got home field advantage. They hate everything that you're about. You're probably losing that case. You're going to appeal that case up. And at that point in time, because you're appealing prior litigation that occurred in the state of California, you're now in a district court in the Ninth Circus, which is not a good place to be. Ultimately, Let's war game that out further. District court takes it. You'll probably lose that one too. Does the circuit court take it? Who even knows if they take it at that point in time? And what you're in is a situation where you've got a court in the Fifth Circuit that says, no, you can't do this. You got a court out on the West Coast that says, yeah, you can do that. You end up with a circuit split, and that's how you end up with the Supreme Court. And I would be optimistic about that if the Supreme Court hasn't demonstrated in the last, several decades that they're not really there doing a very good job on their track record of protecting your rights. The cherry on top, more bad news, is the most pro-Second Amendment Department of Justice, the Second Amendment Task Force. We're going to go out there and sue all these locales up. I don't think that they actually understand the importance of this issue and what it means for the First and Second Amendment and how important it is that this type of thing be one of those things that they do. I think that they listen far too much to the police lobbies, and they're going to be like, whoa, ghost guns and all that sort of stuff's bad. Blah, blah, blah. I think that's where they are, and I don't expect any help from the administration because, quite frankly, I just don't think that they understand the importance of the issue at all. And if they do understand it, then they've been listening to the wrong people too long, and I just do not expect any kind of assistance from them because, again, I just do not think that they have the mental fortitude to even be able to get to the point of this is something that they should be paying attention to. The only thing that I see coming down the pipe is maybe the GOA getting involved and help litigating it. But when we're talking about that, again, we're headed to the Supreme Court, and I'm not optimistic about that. So sorry for the black pill there. That's the state of it. This is the state of California, not just messing with these people. It's screwing with all of you, all of us, our First and Second Amendment rights.